The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This one fielded at the 5. Here we go. 12. Quickly to the air is Burrow.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Trent McDuffie. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here we go.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
11.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And these two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-30.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play with the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow, 43, 43. Easy. Yellow, hey, 15.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 45 yards. And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and a route is on here in this first half. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Yellow. Come back. Hey, 43, 15.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Attack.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 70.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and a route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And